Tesla has just increased the price of the Tesla Model Y Premium by $1,000 and the Performance by $500. Stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be doing my first ever giveaway, and I got to tell you how to qualify for it. So Tesla has just increased the price of the Tesla Model Y Premium and Performance by $1,000 and $500 respectively. The reasoning for this, I think, is because demand is so high. Tesla has been known in the past in order to raise prices based on demand, and I think that we are just seeing that now because of how everything is kind of shaking out. So the premium all-wheel drive is now $49,990. Y premium rear-wheel drive is $45,990. So there's a $4,000 difference between the premium rear-wheel drive and the premium all-wheel drive. Why does this matter? So this matters because we are seeing state incentives cap the price of the Tesla Model Y at $50,000, which I don't love. I think that, with the with the $7,500 tax credit going away, that keeping the price under $50,000 is going to be very difficult. And by putting it there, now you get rid of any options that you can want to add. You want to add color? Can't. Want to add different colored seats? Can't. Want to add tow package? Can't. Want to include wheels? Can't. You can't do anything with the premium all-wheel drive anymore. So now I think the premium rear-wheel drive may be the new Tesla to buy, because now you can add a color, you can add interior color, you can add tow package, you can change the wheels. You can do anything you want and be able to still qualify for that $1,000 credit in Connecticut after the price. And I think that that's great. So why does this matter? So in Connecticut, we get deep snow. We get, like last year, I think we had 2.5 feet of snow at one point. And an all-wheel drive car is much better suited for commuting than a rear-wheel drive car, which, understandable. It makes sense, right? I think it makes sense. But being rear-wheel drive in a Tesla is kind of a moot point compared to a front-wheel drive other car, because the battery's in the middle. It's going to give you the low center of gravity that you need. It's also going to give you the amount of traction that you need because the weight's evenly distributed, and you're able to still get through snow with the traction control that it has. So why am I salty about this, I guess? I think that the stealth gray is fine, the black interior is fine, and the 19-inch wheels are fine. But at least give me one option that I can add here. I think that being able to add like a color, a wheel choice, something, at least give me like diamond black. Like I'm not asking for a lot here, but like the blue is nice on the premium. Everything, it just, I don't know. It just kind of makes it feel so restrictive because now you're kind of stuck between the rear-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive. And when it comes to the performance aspect, like it's $58,000 for a Model Y Performance, which it just feels expensive. And I look back at whenever I owned a 2024 Tesla Model Y Performance, and I think I paid like $55,000 for it, which is $3,000 less. I understand that, but I feel like I was getting more car from what I want at that $58,000 mark. But I guess too, like, I didn't get white interior, I didn't get the tow package, so I guess if you add all that stuff up, it puts it really close to that $58,000 mark, and they are including everything included with the car. So I guess there is that benefit. I really think that Tesla's trying to push the Model 3 right now. I think that because 0.99% interest for 72 months, 1 year free supercharging, 3 months of full self-driving if you use a referral link, 0.99% interest for 72 months on premium and performance models. Honestly, I think the Model 3 Performance is probably the best model you can buy right now because all colors are included, the interior colors included, you're getting a year of free supercharging, you're getting premium connectivity included for free. Like, it's just, I feel like it's the best bang for your buck, and the car is still under $55,000. And I think that honestly makes such a big difference because it's like, I don't know, something about $55,000 is like that cap point where it's like, man, now we're getting into kind of like a really expensive car, and based on the capabilities that you have, I just think that $55,000 mark is just kind of like that in between. It's like, can I keep it under 55? If so, what can I get? If not, what other options are out there? When you come to the long range part of that, in the premium version of the Model 3, you have a lot more opportunities. It's like $46,000, $47,000, something like that for a new Model 3 all-wheel drive premium. And then, you can add a couple colors here and there, and it still keeps it at that $50,000 mark. But you're getting a lot of car. You're getting more range. You're getting a little bit more sportier feel, stuff like that. So I don't know. I think that the Tesla Model Y is not necessarily becoming obsolete. I don't think, because it's still a great family car. But I think Tesla is pivoting to be able to push those Model 3 sales. And I'm not 100% sure why in the United States. Maybe they're raising the prices of all the Model Ys because the Model YL is going to be coming out soon, which I think would be a very big benefit for Tesla in general. I think that it's overdue. We've seen Europe and Asia and Australia area all have Model YL, and I want to see the United States have it. I think that that's a great replacement for the Model X, which was just discontinued. I think that the Model 3 Performance is still a decent substitute compared to the Model S Plaid. However, you know, these are not apples to apples by any means with the tri-motor compared to the dual motor. And I think that, you know, that does make a big difference. The Cybertruck all-wheel drive, we're starting to see people get delivery windows of like June, July, August, September. I did check mine and it did say still 2027. That's okay with me. I don't think that that's necessarily the end of the world. I think that it benefits from the Cybertruck. I still think that the $58,500 Cybertruck order that I have in is probably the best bang for the buck that I'm going to have, because they raised it to $70,000. So I'm getting it for $11,500 less than what it's already MSRP'd for. And even though I got to wait till next year, that's giving me plenty of time to get my stuff figured out to like how I'm going to pay for it, how we're going to buy it. I still want to do a test drive of it because I want to understand what the differences are between the premium version versus the base model. And then also too, you know, how do I afford that car and this car? Because I do want to keep both. I think that that's going to be the best two-state solution that I could possibly have. I think making the Cybertruck my daily driver, the Plaid, kind of like more of a weekend car, more fun car, because I don't want to keep the miles going up since they no longer make these. And I think that owning full self-driving for this package too is going to, you know, be very, very beneficial, especially when it comes to the hardware 3 to hardware 4 upgrade, and also to, you know, continue to make content when version 14 Lite comes out, and when the hardware upgrade comes out. That's going to be great to see and be a part of that and be able to share my experiences with you guys. So now we're going to get to the raffle time. So in order to qualify for the raffle, I am thinking you're going to get the option between the S3XY detail kit or a month of full self-driving. So you are going to get that option, and the way we're going to do it is you have to comment below which one do you want. Do you want this full self-driving package for a month, or do you want the S3XY detail kit? So hopefully you find this information a bit helpful. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you are, please like, comment, subscribe. If not, completely understand. You know, I'll see you in the next one. But make sure you do that, and that's going to help out a ton for me, at least, because that's going to show me, hey, maybe people are more interested inside the actual FSD part of this, or maybe they just want to take care of the car. I love this sexy detail kit. I think that is probably the best detail kit out there. The shine that I get from the exterior, the cleaning ability on the interior, the all-purpose is great because you can get a bunch of stains out, and the window glass cleaner is pretty solid too. And then all those rags that come with it are just pristine. I love it so much because they're so good. So hopefully you find this helpful. I'll see you in the next one. We're going to put the information out on, let's say, June 1st, June 2nd. Probably June 2nd is probably a better date to release the winner. And make sure you comment down below FSD or S3XY, and that'll get you put into the drawing for it. So if you find it helpful, thanks. If not, I'll see you in the next one.